promised you a rose garden.
Yeah, no real rain in sight. Some cities are threatening residents, saying even tougher watering restrictions could be put in place. In fact, some are being told they could not have to water at all or not be allowed to. And thank you so much for joining us. We have a landscape expert here, Janet Smith, and you have some tips for keeping the grass green or plants green. It's not easy. It's something we're all battling right now, huh?
It certainly is, and you know, grass is such a part of our culture. People want their yards to look nice.
Yeah, no kidding. And let's look at your yard. We have some photos of your yard that you have. Look at this. That looks very lush. You have a lot of like xeriscaping there?
Yes, but we don't like to call it xeriscaping.
Oh, what do we call it?
We call it water-wise.
Water-wise.
Because
xeriscaping
is a term coined by the city of Denver, and you actually are supposed to be paying them every time you use the term.
Oh, I never heard that. Oh my, oh my.
That's why we have a water-wise.
Well, I lived in Albuquerque,
tour.
and that's what they called it too. So maybe
Yeah,
the city of Albuquerque needs to pay the city of Denver. You say the big thing is to get a moisture meter, and I'd never even heard of this. And they're not about $8.
Yeah.
So what does a moisture meter do?
And you stick it in. You can put it in a pot or the ground.
Okay.
And you get an immediate reading on how much moisture is in the soil. And I say it's my tool to know when not to water.
Oh, that's smart.
Because when I started using it, I was able to cut down on my watering from every day to every fourth or fifth day on my containers of known thirsty plants.
And you say water only when needed, and then when you do water deeply. So really it's all about the deep soaking.
Yeah, don't just go, you know, like if you're using a hose on a container, don't just go like this.
Right.
Let it
soak.
Fill up and soak. And then maybe come back, you know, do your others and come back and put a little more in after it's soaked in.
Yeah, makes sense. You say another thing, use a sprinkler with big drops of water close to the ground.
Yeah.
Turn off when you see puddles, obviously. Use soaker hoses. We've talked about soaker hoses a lot. Those are really helpful. And really prioritize watering, so like trees and shrubs.
Right. You've got a lot invested in the trees and shrubs, so take care of them.
Well,
but as they age, they need less water, so that's good.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, so if you have something that's newer that you put in the ground, that probably needs more water than stuff that's been around for a while. Okay.
Everything needs to be watered in when it's first planted, even drought-tolerant plants.
Something else that I thought was really interesting is you say phase out frequent watering over a period of time so you can give your plants time to adjust so they're not shocked, right?
Yeah, they don't want to go cold turkey.
No, none of us do.
But, you know, if you're in a situation like in the city of Dallas where we can still water twice a week, but if you can ease down to once a week, you'll be better off if we ever have to do that.
So if you want to put stuff in your yard, you've got some good options. What do we have here? What's this one, first of all?
This one is an autumn sage, and it comes in several different colors.
It's pretty.
It's kind of a semi-evergreen. It doesn't need much water. It doesn't need any fertilizer, and it blooms through most of from spring to fall. And if you cut it back when it gets leggy, it'll bloom again. So it's a great alternative to, say, azaleas, which only bloom a couple of weeks, and they take a lot of water and need a lot of soil amendments. Okay,
this is what I have in my yard is lantana. I like this because the dogs can step on it and it still survives. So it's a little bit hardier than some other flowery plants that you put in your yard.
Yes, lantana is something we all should have. Again, it comes in several colors and growth habits, but it takes very little water. It loves the dry heat of our summers and becomes prolific bloomers.
Yeah.
And all these plants attract butterflies.
Nice.
The autumn sage, and this is a Turk's cap, will attract hummingbirds as well.
All right.
And they're just so much fun to see.
Definitely. We do want to let everyone know about the free Water-Wise tour that is going to be taking place this Saturday. Master gardeners are going to discuss native drought-friendly plants. There are talks that are going to take place every hour on the hour from 9 to 3 at several spots in Dallas. And you can find a link with all the information on the Water-Wise landscape tour on our website. Just click on links and it's right there. Thank you so much, Janet. Appreciate it.